Did you know that athletes are positioned in a way to avoid cheating?
Wow!
What cheating? Yes, cheating. You see, in athletics, runners are positioned in a way so that no matter where each player is positioned, they all cover equal distances. The interval in which these athletes are positioned is what we call staggered distance. One may ask, what will happen if the athletes are all positioned along a straight line within the track? Yes, this will totally be an unfair game. You know why? Because some will cover shorter distances than the other. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you how mathematics is applied in this situation of positioning players so that they all cover equal distances. Sound interesting, right? Staggered distance. In sports, the term staggered distance refers to a method of starting races in such a way that competitors cover the same distance despite starting at different points along the track. This is particularly common in races that are run on an oval or circular track, such as track or field events. For instance, in a 400-meter race, on a standard 400-meter track, lanes are staggered because the inside lanes cover a shorter actual distance around the curve than the outer lanes. To ensure that each runner covers the same total distance, runners in the outer lanes start further ahead than those in the inner lanes. This staggered start compensates for the longer path around the curve, ensuring a fair race. Staggered starts are also used in other sports and events like swimming relay races, where teams may start from different positions on the pool deck to ensure equal distances are covered by competitors. This is to account for the additional distance that runners on the outer lanes may cover due to the curve of the track. The concept is essential to maintaining fairness in a race where the path length varies based on position. Here is a step-by-step process to calculate it. 1. Measure the radius. Measure the radius of the inside lane, let's consider that as lane 1, and the radius of the outer lane for which you want to calculate the stagger. 2. Determine the width of each lane. Standard lane's width is typically 1.2 meters or about 4 feet. 3. Calculate the additional radius for each lane. Add the lane's width to the inside lane's radius to get the radius for each subsequent lane. For example, if lane 1's radius is R, then lane 2's radius will be R plus W, where W is the width of a lane. 4. Calculate the length of the arc of each lane. Arc length will be equal to 2 pi r. For example, for a full 400-meter track, 2 pi r for a full circle. Because you know we have two arcs, two semicircles at the end of the track, so coming together to form a circle. That's why we're using the arc length as the 2 pi r. 5. Calculate the difference in arc length. The stager is the difference in arc length between lane 1 and the lane being calculated. For instance, if radius 1 is the radius of lane 1 and Rn is the radius of lane n, then staggered distance will be equal to Rn minus R1. So here's an example calculation for a 400-meter track, where our arc length is 2 pi r for a full lap, and the standard lane width W is 1.22 meters. So let's look at the step 1. Find the radius of lane 1. So let's assume radius of lane 1 is 36.8 meters. That's standard for many tracks. 2. The radius for lane 2 will be the radius of lane 1 plus the width. So we know that radius for lane 2 will be 36.8 plus 1.22, giving you 38.02 meters. Step 3. We find the arc length of lane 1. That becomes 2 pi times our radius, which is 36.8, giving us 231.22 meters. We find the arc length of lane 2, which becomes 2 pi times the radius of the lane 1 plus the width. Don't forget that that's the 38.02. That gives us what? 238.89. So therefore, our staggered distance becomes the difference of the arc length. That becomes 238.02 minus 231.22, giving you 7.67 meters. Therefore, runners in lane 2 start 7.67 meters ahead of those in lane 1 to ensure they run the same distance. These calculations can be repeated for each lane additions for respective radius. So this is how staggered distance are found. What you must take note is that stagger is the excess distance covered by the runner from second lane to the 8th lane on their running path in one lap when compared to the distance covered by the first lane runner on his running path on one lap. So one may say that, okay, so do I have to go through all these procedures when finding the staggered distance? Oh no, there are simple formulas in doing that. Now the standard formula for a standard track is W times bracket n minus 1 minus 0.10 times 2 pi. For a non-standard track, the formula can be worked as W into bracket n minus 1 times 2 pi, where W is the width of the lane and n is the lane number. So you can try the problem that way using the standard formula and check whether your answer match up. And let me know in the comment section. Applications of staggered distance calculation. In some cases, surveyors need to know how much the horizontal distance on the Earth's surface, that is the arc length, differs from the straight line distance, which is the chord length. This difference is the staggered distance. It's particularly important in precise engineering calculations and when correcting the Earth's curvature in large-scale projects. When surveyors measure distance over the Earth's surface, they are often interested in the horizontal distance along the curved surface. However, in certain contexts, they may need to calculate the straight line distance through the Earth, such as for engineering projects involving tunnels and other underground works. 2. Curvature of the Earth. The Earth is not flat but curved. Therefore, the actual surface distance, which is the arc length, between 2 points is slightly different from the straight line distance, which is the chord length, through the Earth. There are many applications that I can mention of if I'm to talk about the staggered distance. Now, today you've learned how to find the staggered distance using the procedures given and the formula given. At the end of this video, I will put a question. Then you use this idea to try to solve it and see whether you get the answer, and let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you need more of this content. Bye bye.